Boom. Gem Mint 10. Hard to be upset with that. Look, I mean... Alright, welcome back to the first blind PSA reveal as part of Grail Quest. So what I have right here is a order from PSA that just got delivered today. So within this order, there are 20 cards. It will be probably a handful of cards related to Grail Quest, with the other, 12 to 15 or so, just some more personal submissions that I've done. So what I'm going to do is split this up between a Grail Quest blind reveal, and then I'll just do a personal blind reveal as another video in the next week or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up. Okay, so we've got this pulled open now. Really quick on the, let's see, we submitted this in early July. This was like right before PSA actually announced the $18 service. So all these will be at a $30 service level. And they were received by PSA on July 5th, entered on July 11th, shipped back on September 16th. So about 2-month turnaround. And I received them today, which is Monday, September 19th. So not too bad, probably about what I expected. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time separating these for Grail Quest purposes. So give me a second. Okay, so it actually looks like out of 20 cards, 4 are related to Grail Quest, which I'll walk through each of those right here, and then the other 16 we'll do in a separate video where we talk about where it's more of a personal reveal. So without further ado, the first one we have, so this was the 2002 Mundi Cromo Fichas de la Liga. This is the Raul, the Pichichi 2001, kind of like a mosaic parallel, kind of like very colorful, more like refractor type. So yeah, you can see, very pretty card. 2001, 2002, and let's see what we got. And we got an 8, so not bad. This one is specifically, I think, had a little bit of corner issues. Wasn't expecting anything too crazy, but pretty happy with an 8. And yeah, not a very high pop, not very easy to find a lot of these cards. Actually, we'll skip to the other one that's like that. So same card here, same set. This is the Luis Figo. Again, this is a Mundi Cromo insert from 2001, 2002. And I guess we'll just pop it around and we can see it. And we got another 8. Given the condition that these were in, probably hope for a little better. It's tough to see. There's like a little corner issues up there, but I think in general looked pretty good. Centering, it's kind of tough to see centering, but you look at like the top of his head to where the ball ends. It looked pretty, pretty on center. But again, these are 20-something-year-old cards, and you can see a little bit of white. Yeah, you see a little bit of whitening down there. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but 20-something-year-old cards, and yeah, just tough to get those. So I'll try to add some comps or just some estimated values there, just so we have a sense of kind of where we're at when we do our ledger review. But the next one here, this is, you might recall, this is one of the first cards I bought as part of Grail Quest. This is the Virgil van Dijk Mosaic Genesis Prisms. You probably saw me on Soccer Studies podcast the other day. I don't want to say pumping Genesis Prisms, but declaring my love for Genesis Prisms. So this is the first one that we got as part of Grail Quest. Just looking at the corners really quick. I thought it looked good when I sent it in, but it's just so tough to tell. I mean, the difference between a 9 and a 10 a lot of times is pretty minimal. So let's see what we got. Boom. Gem Mint 10. Hard to be upset with that. Look, I mean, I mean, I said it once, guys. I'll say it again. These Genesis prisms are just phenomenal, especially with the black. The ones that have the more black borders, the background. I mean, yeah, it's just tough to beat, in my opinion. But, you know, I realize it's, you know, Defender, and it's maybe an underappreciated parallel. So we'll see how this does, but super stoked to get a 10 there. And our final card as part of Grail Quest. So again, this is the Mosaic Premier League Virgil van Dijk. This is the pink fluorescent. And if you recall, so this is number 4 out of 10. So it is his jersey number. I know in other sports, jersey numbers are, you know, people make kind of a big deal about the jersey number match. You know, there's got to be some value there, but figure, you know, grab this one and see how we do. So let's turn it around. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful. Gem Mint 10. Man. So pretty stoked on that. You know, I think with, you know, we kind of talk about like defenders versus goal scorers. And I think especially when you're talking with defenders, you got to make sure you're getting, you know, you got to make sure you're getting the high grades, I think, just because of the way that, you know, the market reacts. But I mean, this is number to 10, jersey number. You know, the pink and the red it actually kind of pops nicer than you would expect, given that the colors are kind of relatively close together. But I picked this one up for a pretty good deal. I think I got this one for cheaper than the Genesis, actually. So very excited to get that one in a 10. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to move that to someone who appreciates Virgil van Dijk as much as I do. So really quick recap. We have the Virgil van Dijk pink fluorescent Mosaic Premier League, serial numbered 4 of 10, PSA 10. We got the Virgil van Dijk Mosaic Genesis parallel, non-numbered but retail case hit, PSA 10. We have the 2001 Mundi Cromo Fichas de la Liga, Luis Figo. It's kind of a mosaic looking type refractor, PSA 8. And finally, we have the Raul 2001 Mundi Cromo Fichas de la Liga. Same card as the Figo, another PSA 8. So that'll do it for the Grail Quest blind reveal. Let me know what you thought about these cards in the comments, and I will be back soon with a ledger recap. All right, and really quick, let's just take a quick look at the ledger as far as where it stands. So this is a snapshot. We have our $1,000 investment, purchases of $685, grading fees now of $434 with these newly graded cards, shipping fees of $43, and total sales of $797, which leaves us at a current bankroll of $635. Not a huge change from last video, but really just incorporating the grading fees of the 4 cards that we just returned. You can see the current price of our target card still around $6,000, with the most recent sale, the $58.80 on PWC a month or 2 ago. Looking at the tracker very quickly, so you can see these are our 4 cards right here that we just got back, 2 PSA 10s and a PSA 8. You can see from a total cost standpoint, if I scroll over, so both of the Van Dijks we got for around $90. I would expect to recoup at least our costs and hopefully then some, especially on the pink fluorescent numbered 4 of 10 jersey number. The 2 2001 Mundi Chromos, $48 total cost. Honestly, not really sure what to expect there, and still not sure if I'm going to do an auction versus just a buy it now. I think what I've learned with past sales is doing an auction where maybe the right people aren't tuned into the auction leads to a much lower sale price than we could probably obtain. But there's obviously the trade-off of, you know, moving the cards quickly, getting the money back versus letting them sit for a while on eBay or some other site. So we'll see there. I think there's a chance we get our money back on the Figo and the Raul, maybe make some. I would expect the Van Dijk, we should come out with some sort of profit there, just given that they are, you know, all 4 of those cards are pop 1 in total, with, you know, no others graded thus far. So that's kind of where we stand right now, just from a total bankroll standpoint. Obviously, I'll keep you all updated as we make some more sales. And until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.